counters.
You know,
people here in New Orleans have been a little short-tempered with the Saints this year, and they really have some short memories. It wasn't so long ago that they called these guys the Aints.
Well, you know, I think it goes back to the last couple games. They haven't thrown a lot of passes in the second half of their 2 previous games, and the people want to be entertained as well as one.
Harris got it back to the 20-yard line. Take a look at the first half stats.
Well, one jumps out at you, doesn't it?
10
rushing yards. And really, the Rams aren't even surprised at that. They would hope to do a little bit better. But obviously, rushing yards is, you know, they're not going to do it. It's the bottom line.
3 sacks by the Rams, 2 by the Saints in the time of possession. Something the Saints are really interested in. They kept it 17:03 in the first half.
You got to figure. The other guy doesn't have the ball. They can't score.
Hilliard, the deep man in the eye. Hebert under pressure from Green, and it's intercepted by Miller. Hit him right in the chest. Sean Miller with the interception, and Hebert really upset. Green came around from the left side, put pressure on Hebert, and Miller made a heck of an interception.
What's happening is when the Saints go to any kind of play action, it causes Hebert to set deeper than he normally sets. Now, here comes Green around the corner. Stan Brock does a good job. He runs him off the cup. But the problem is that it's taken just a little bit too long. He comes so hard. See him come around the corner? He just gets around, hits it, and Sean Miller, that one went down his armpit. That was an armpit catch.
If they lose another wide receiver, they ought to think of Miller. Bell, one of the few holes he's had all night. Bell gets it all the way down to the 8-yard line. Frank Warren made the tackle. First time in his career that Sean Miller has picked one off. And Hebert, who threw 4 last week, has another one tonight. The Rams, after takeaways, have done a great job this year. Second in the league at converting. Greg Bell now, 7 carries, 12 yards. Second and 3. Del Pino into the ballgame at tailback. Broke it outside. Stopped close to the 6-yard line, and he has to get just inside the 6 for a first down.
Not Bobby Hebert's fault. You have to know Bobby Hebert a little bit to know how much that upsets him. He works so hard on taking care of his responsibility. The worst thing that, you know, he hates the uncontrollable in a ball game. That was an uncontrollable interception.
It is a first down for the Rams as they spot the ball inside the 6, first and goal. Everett getting the play from the sideline.
This is where it's really going to get tough for the Rams. You know, they run the ball to get down here a couple of plays, but it doesn't get any easier down this close.
Anderson, the single wide receiver, goes right. McGee, the fullback, bouncing off tacklers down to the 2. Big offensive line he's running.
You brought up something very interesting our last game, Mike. We saw in the last football game with the Indianapolis Colts giving the ball to the first guy when you're down close, when you get those linebackers coming up high, wanting to hit the second ones. We see this right here. Get the fullback into that body mass, let their offensive lineman create a little bit of a wedge and see if he can find his way and just really creep and lean towards the end zone.
And this is a veteran offensive line. Bell, he'll try to go wide. Very close to the goal line, only inches away. Maxey, Mills.
We talked to John Robinson yesterday, and the one thing that John said, he said what scares him most and what his offense has to do is they have got to make 3rd and 1s, and they have got to score inside the 5 if they're going to beat the Saints. They got both of them right here, right now.
The full package inches away on 3rd and goal. And Everett wants to throw. Takes the sack at the 6-yard line. Jackson and Mills in his face. They tried to cross them up on 3rd and inches, and nobody there.
Boy, if somebody told you that John Robinson on 3rd down and 6 inches would throw the football, they'd have to think that you weren't talking about the same John Robinson that coaches the National Football League. Excellent job of defense by the Saints. Everett's got nowhere to go, and you're not going to see the blade run very far, and he doesn't. He goes down to protect the ball.
So Lansford will try a field goal from 22 yards. And he missed it. May have been partially blocked. The Saints, number 1 against the run in the NFL. Maybe that's why they passed. Remains 7 with 11:37 to go in the 3rd quarter, and the Rams come up empty after creating a turnover of their own. Dalton Hilliard got a seam and picked up maybe 3. Let's go back and take a look at that block kick.
Watch the right side of your screen. Jim Wilkes, number 94, is going to slide through on the inside. And a really good shot. You see him sneak through the seam. He gets through on Tony Slayton. That big palm goes up and swats the ball away. Swats it just a little bit to the left. Had enough impetus to go through, but Wilkes steers it outside. And Coach Mora loves it as well.
The Rams must hate coming to this building. In 5 games, they don't have a touchdown except for the replacement game. Hebert with another very long signal count gives it to Hilliard. Moves the pile forward to about the 25-yard line. Mike Peel, the first man in on the tackle.
What the Rams are doing is when the Saints come to the line of scrimmage, they're giving them one look. And then as Hebert starts his cadence, and a quarterback does this, you look around and you look, and all of a sudden Strickland jumps in, Strickland jumps out, Kelm moves over, they kick a tackle down. Now your mind starts thinking and saying, oh gosh, they're taking away the play I really wanted to run, or do I have to audible? What the Saints are doing now on offense is they're thinking instead of playing.
And they face a 3rd and 5. Hebert with 4 wide receivers goes short to Martin. Martin loose at midfield. Irvins drove him out of bounds at the Ram 47-yard line, a gain of 29. That short passing game, and with receivers like Martin, it can turn into a big play.
At 3rd and 5 and 36, there isn't anybody better than Bobby Hebert. Martin does a nice job. Oh boy, he gets Anthony Newman to move his feet and then just ducks inside. Bobby Hebert gets rid of it real quick, and there's 1 tackle missed by Newman, another one by Gray, another by Newsome. Finally, Leroy Irvin's hanging down the field a mile, and he knocks him out of bounds.
Big play for the Saints. Gets the ball into Rams territory and keeps the drive alive. And momentum is all in their favor right now. Rams show blitz and come. And Hebert got it from behind. Mike Peel, the right tackle, his 4th sack.
Bobby Hebert comes up limping a little bit. You'll see his right knee get a shot at it. They do run the trick inside. There comes Strickland around, and there goes the knee a little. It's one reason why players hate AstroTurf. Bam! There goes their right knee right down in.
And Peel, the 3rd-round draft choice a year ago out of Illinois, picks up a sack. It's the 4th for the Rams. 2nd and 17. Delay to Hayward, and he fell down. Craig Hayward gets into the ball game for the first time as a running back, took the handoff and fell flat on his face, and now a flag comes down as we have more pushing and shoving downfield. Joel Hilgenberg, the center, and Alvin Wright, the nose man. And we'll check the penalty.